but she's so excited. She'll be like, I'm going to bed, I'm so happy. Then I'll just be looking at her, just laughing, like, why is this woman so excited to go to bed? Until in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of the things I've learned about adulting. Yes, you can call this an adulting 101 video, but whatever it is, we're all going to learn something. Hi beautiful people, my name is Yabbies. I'm a Ghanaian YouTuber based in Budapest, and in today's video, as you already know, I'm going to share with you some of the things I have learned about being an adult. Number one thing you're going to learn as an adult is that people come and go. Yes, you may have had a very, very big circle as a teenager. In your early 20s, you may have had a very big circle of friends, like squad, or what we call it, like you work in squads, like you work in groups of 3, 4, 5, like, you know, like you feel like you're in a group of something. Once you become an adult, you realize that this circle of friends is going to reduce. And I think there is nothing bad about it, actually. One thing I say a lot is that if you are not losing friends, then you are not growing. Part of growing up is losing friends. As you grow up, you get to know who really is your friend, who is meant to be in your life, and who should be an acquaintance or somebody you just exchange basic pleasantries with. So these are some of the things you would learn as an adult. People come and go. Another thing under the same point is that you may not always be in constant contact with your friends or acquaintances. You know, sometimes you may not have said hello to someone in a week and 2 weeks, but when you meet, you're going to converse and have a hearty chat like you have not even missed a day in your life. This is very normal because we all have a busy schedule, and people would understand, like people who genuinely care would understand that it's not your fault. You don't choose to stay away from them. It's just that circumstances in life and also adulting would have caused you to be so busy you forget. But when you meet, it's always going to be a beautiful moment. The second thing is that you learn to organize your life much better. You learn to organize your finances much better. You learn to budget much better. Okay, you're going to have to save some more. You're going to be so calculative even of things you buy. If you're going to buy something, you'll be like, okay, this is a bit more expensive, let me buy this instead. You're going to be like, okay, I have to save this amount at the end of the month. You have to be money conscious. Like when you become an adult, you become money conscious because you're no longer relying on handovers from parents, from friends, from schools, scholarships, whatever. No, you're working for your own money. So you value every drop of sweat you put in. You value everything you are getting. It's not being handed over to you on a silver platter. So then you are so calculative. You tend to organize everything. You don't just buy anything you want. You actually make a shopping list, a grocery list, and you make sure you stick to the T of everything you have written down. So when you become an adult, you're more organized, okay? Financially, in terms of your life, you also want to keep tidy. Like, it's very important. It's not just about saving, but also keeping tidy. Your room should be tidy, your clothes clean, ironed for the week. You know, you generally organize everything into folders, into groups, into categories, just so that your life will move more smoothly. Like, organization is part of adulting. If you've not yet found out how to organize even a little bit of your life, then you're probably not getting it right. It's very, very important to organize your activities for the week, things you are going to do for the week, or by the time you realize the week would have come by, you've not done anything. So organizing your finances is important, and generally organizing your life is also something you would find out about adulting. Yes, I really have found so much. I'm always making calculations and budgeting. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not a mathematician or an accountant. What of this? So that's something you would learn about adulting. The third thing you also realize about adulting is that you'll be so excited to go to bed early. I remember when we were teenagers or quite younger, like you were so happy when you get to go to bed late, when you're going to bed after 12 and all of that. You are so happy, like doing something which is not so necessary, maybe on a phone call, watching a movie, doing something else. But when you adults, or when you hit your late 20s, your mid 20s, and you're working and all of that, you just want to sleep. You just, every time you want to sleep. You even find yourself canceling appointments and some meetings just so that you'll be able to sleep. Like, you value every minute of your sleep. You value every minute. You just want to sleep, relax, and rest. So you'll be so excited to go to bed. Each time my mom is going to bed, she's so excited. She'll be like, I'm going to bed, I'm so happy. I'll just be looking at her, just laughing, like, why is this woman so excited to go to bed? Until adulting just slapped me in my face, and I'm like, I'm feeling sleepy. That's all that matters. I'm not picking any calls. I'm not going on social media. I'm just going to sleep. Like, you value every minute you get to sleep. That's one thing you realize about adults. You just get so excited, like when you're going to sleep. It's like when you're going to eat your favorite meal. You're just so happy, like you get to rest, okay? Because if you don't, and you don't have enough sleep the following day, all of that, you know how sleep affects your general cycle of life and events and all of that. So you're so excited to get to sleep when you become an adult. One thing I also learned about adulting is that don't have expectations from some people, or generally don't even have expectations from anybody. Lest you get disappointed. You're going to get disappointed. You're going to find out you're going to get disappointed for some of the people you trusted the most, even friends, family members. You're going to get disappointed. So one thing I've learned is that have no expectations. Okay, when you have expectations, you will definitely have disappointment. But when you have no expectations, okay, you take whatever comes as it is. Okay, because sometimes you've expected people to do things for you, to help you in situations, to be there for you or something, but they are not. Maybe they choose not to, or they are also facing their own adulting, and then they are not able to be there for you. So then you learn that, okay, people will not always be there for you. That's why I mentioned earlier that if your circle is not growing smaller, you're probably not adulting. People cannot always be there for you. Likewise, you can also not be there for everybody. So don't have expectations lest you get disappointed. And that's something I've also learned about adulting. And last but not the least, I would say is it's okay. It's okay if you still haven't figured everything out. It's perfectly okay. We're not all going to figure things out in our teenage years. We're not all going to figure things out in our 20s. We're not all going to figure things out in our 30s. The fingers are not equal. Yes, some of the fingers are longer than the others. Others are rounder. Others are thicker. But just know that each of the fingers perform different functions for the hand and for the whole body as a whole. So it's okay if everything is not in order. It's okay if your friends have married and you're not married. It's okay if your friends are progressing and you've not yet progressed. It's okay if you have not accomplished the goals you had for your life at a certain age. It is okay. Don't compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. We are in our own individual races. It's good to want to work better to achieve successes, but don't compare yourself so much to other people that you lose focus and you're ready and willing to do every single thing, even negative, to progress. No, we are all different. We all have different paths. It's okay if you haven't figured it out. It's okay if you haven't figured your finances out. It's okay if you haven't figured out how to organize your life. It's okay if things are not going as planned. Just take it slow, one step at a time. I have not figured it out. I haven't. I may look organized, I may look put together and all of that, but I still am figuring things out, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be too hard on yourself, guys. Relax, have fun. We're still young, we're still wise, there's still more to learn, and we're all still learning, guys. So beautiful people, these are the 5 of the many things I have learned about adulting. I hope you learned something. I'd like to know your experiences, things you have learned in the comment section. Yes guys, kindly subscribe if you haven't yet done so, and if you're interested in seeing such similar content, kindly turn on your notifications as well, so that each and every time I upload a video, you will be the very first person to see it. Thank you so much for watching till now, and enjoy the rest of your day, beautiful adults.